Hey y'all, back again. Writing inequalities and equations with variables on both sides. These are your homework assignments for this week, October 4th through October 8th. Please make sure that it is submitted by the 8th. I think that's Thursday at 11:59 p.m. Simply because I don't want y'all to have homework over the long weekend. I want you to enjoy it. So let's get straight to it. So this is the cut and paste assignment. Again, we're with the blurriness, but we're going to zoom in. Cut and paste. Read each problem and select the matching inequality card by finding the inequality that could be used to solve the problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write these, and you're probably going to cut and paste these in class. But for those of you who aren't in class, for those of you who don't get to finish in class, this is for y'all. So let's get to it. Paula has $10 and earns 50 cents for every lap she runs for her school's fundraiser. Jackie has $15 and earns 25 cents for every lap she runs for her school's fundraiser. After how many laps will Paula have more than Jackie? I want Paula to be greater than Jackie. Paula, greater than Jackie. 10 and earns 50 cents for every lap. That's 0.50 L for lap. 10 plus that. This is 15 and earns 25 cents for every lap. This is 15 plus 0.25 lap. So Paula is first. So I'm going to have 10 plus 0.5 L is greater than 15 plus 0.25 L. They may use X there, so just change your variable as necessary when you look at the ones on the bottom. All right, number 2. Benny's water bottle has 15 ounces of water. That's where we're starting. And he drinks half an ounce per second. If he's drinking, that water in the water bottle is going down. It's decreasing, so I'm losing 0.5 per second. I'm going to put an X there because I just looked at the bottom and they use X every time. So it's going to be 15 minus half X. Juan's water bottle has 10 ounces of water. That's where he starts. And he adds. So this is going to be an increase of 25 hundredths ounces per second. So this is 10 plus 0.25 ounces per second. After how many seconds will Benny's water bottle have no more than Juan's? No more than. Miss Starling, I forgot about what no more than meant. So I'm going to go back to my notes here and find no more than. And that's going to be over here in my inequality symbols for less than or equal to, no more than. Less than or equal to. Benny is no more than 1. So Benny is 15 minus half of X. 15 minus half X less than or equal to. 1 is 10 plus a quarter of X. Boom, done. Number 3. Tara has ridden her bike half miles and rides 10 miles per hour. She's ridden half a mile. Her rate is 10 miles per hour. 10x plus 0.5 miles. Felipe has ridden his bike a quarter mile and rides 15 miles per hour. So that's 0.25 plus 15x. For what number of hours will Tara have ridden less than Felipe? Tara is less than Felipe. Tara is 10x plus 1/2. And I want her to be less than Felipe, who is 15x plus a quarter. Find the appropriate inequality, cut it, paste it there. Number 4, Yolanda has read 10 pages of her novel, and she reads half a page each minute. There's my rate. Each minute 1/2 x start at 10. Jasmine has read 15 pages, that's where Jasmine starts, of the same novel and reads 1/4 pages per minute. That's 15 plus 0.25x. After how many minutes will Yolanda have read at least the same number of pages as Jasmine? At least, Miss Starling, that's one of the ones that's going to be less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. Go back to your notes. At least is greater than or equal to. So I want Yolanda to be greater than or equal to Jasmine. Yolanda has read 10 plus half of x. Be careful because this could be confused with this one over here. This has 10x plus half. This is 10 plus half of x. So be careful. Watch your coefficients and your constants. And I want her to be greater than or equal to Jasmine, who is 15 plus 1/4 x. I see what they did there. They're trying to trick you with 3 and 4. Okay. On to number 5. Oh, it's upside down. Flip it. All right, we're matching the inequality card here that are on the bottom of the other page. Oh, you know what? It might cut this off a little bit, but you should be able to cut it to the point where you don't cut off the words in the problem. Okay, a bathroom has a temperature of -0.5 degrees Fahrenheit and heats up 15 degrees Fahrenheit each hour. That means my temperature is going up. If my temperature is high, it's hot each hour. A closet has a temperature of -1/4 degrees Fahrenheit and heats up, it's rising 10 degrees Fahrenheit each hour. For what number of hours will the bathroom be warmer than the closet? That means my bathroom temperature will be higher than the closet temperature. My bathroom is -0.5 and heats up 15 each hour, and it's going to be greater than the closet, which is -1/4 and heats up 10 degrees per hour. Lots to unpack there. Number 6, Micah's bank account balance is -$10. He's in the hole. He owes the bank money. And he adds 50 cents a day. That's my rate, 0.50x or 0.5x. Doing chores. Nate's bank account balance is $15 and he spends, that means he's losing money, 1/4 a day. That's 0.25x. At a candy shop, Nate probably should be getting all that candy. It could lead to cavities. Brush your teeth at night and in the morning, Nate. After how many days will Micah's bank account be no less than Nate's? Micah, no less than Nate. Micah, Nate. Let's go back to our no less than. Those are tricky. No less than would be greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal to. Micah is at -10. He's adding 50 cents a day. And I want that to be greater than or equal to Nate, who's at 15, and he's spending, also I should have put a negative there, he's spending 1/4 a day. An ant is 10 millimeters underground. Underground means he is below ground. This is -10 millimeters. And climbs up 1/4 millimeter per minute. So this is plus 0.25 per minute x. A second ant is 15 millimeters underground. That's -15 millimeters. The millimeters isn't really necessary. I don't want y'all to confuse that with the variable. So I'm going to take it out when I write my inequality. And this climbs up 0.5 millimeter per minute. This is plus 0.5 millimeter per minute, half x. After how many minutes will the first ant be lower than the second? Lower than. I want to be less than. First and second. First ant is at -10 1/4 x. It's going up. This is positive. I tricked you. Okay, this is a positive value that I'm adding to my -10 millimeters. And I want that to be less than my half of x. That's the rate that it's climbing, minus 15 millimeters. This can also be written like this. -10 plus 0.25x is less than -15 plus 0.5x. Both times my 0.5x is positive, both times my 0.25x is positive, and my 10 is -10, and my 15 is -15. Okay? Watch your work there. Watch your sign. Number 8. Jack's oak tree is 10 feet tall, so that's where his oak tree is starting, and it grows 1/2 inch each month. That's my rate. 0.5x 10. Grows means I'm adding. Hank's oak tree is 15 feet tall, and it grows, so I'm adding 1/4 each month. So 15 plus 1/4 x. For what number of months will Jack's oak tree be shorter than Hank? Jack, shorter than Hank. So Jack is 10 plus 0.5x, which is going to be less than Hank, who is 15 plus 0.25x. And I think we're done with that one. Okay, now I'm going to get you started on your homework, which is due in Skyward. By Wednesday, 10/6 at 11:59 p.m. Let me zoom out a little bit. Hopefully my picture still stays a little clear. It immediately got blurry. I don't know what the deal is with this paper and this camera, but I'm going to have to restart or reset somewhere. So I'll zoom in per question. All right, so Graham is hiking at an altitude of 14,040 feet and is descending at 50 feet each minute. Max is hiking at an altitude of 12,500 feet and is ascending at 20 feet each minute. How many minutes will it take Graham and Max to meet at the same altitude? So these are equations here. I must know how to write and solve them, but the inequalities I just need to know how to write. So I'm going to get you started on number 1, and then I'm going to work you through 2 through 5. And then on the inequalities paper, I'm going to go 1 through 8. So 5 plus 8, 13 questions. Those should go in Skyward. We'll talk about it in class. So I am at the same altitude. I want them to be equal here. Graham is going to equal Max. Graham is at 14,040 feet, and he's descending. That means I'm going down 50 feet per minute. Max is at 12,500 feet, and he's climbing up, which is ascending, 20 feet per minute. There's my equation. Boom, I'm done with the equation. But now I need to solve for x, and I need to plug x in. Watch what that looks like on the next video.